Hey everybody, it's Allie, and this is part 2 of the Y&R chat vlog for Saturday, September 20th. If you haven't seen part 1, definitely you'll want to go back and watch that. We just finished up talking a little bit about Brad and Sharon, and I'm ready to transition into talking about Sharon right now because Sharon kind of sucks for not hiding her letter to Nick better. I mean, in the couch cushion, come on, you could have found a better place. You live in a mansion. If you really didn't want anybody to find your letter to Nick, you should have found a better place to put it. I don't know, maybe she just, it slipped her mind or something and she totally forgot about, even writing it. I have no idea, but way to go. I think, though, that what I'm kind of taking away from this situation with Jack and Sharon is that we might be looking at a Nick and Sharon type reunion affair, mentally or physically, I'm not sure which, but I also think, I've been kind of wondering what Noah's role, they've grown up Noah, they've brought him into the fold for a reason, and I think that it is going to be to kind of facilitate kind of a renewed relationship between Nick and Sharon. Noah was the one that told Nick that Sharon played an integral role in getting Nick the money from Victor. So I think that I can see Noah there adding a little bit of fuel to those flames, and we'll see. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Nick and Sharon reunion? I think that after Nick learned that it was Sharon that was responsible for him getting this line of credit from Victor, I can see that kind of softened him up a little bit. He felt bad about laying into her, and I could possibly see Nick going for it. I think Sharon probably loves or is into Nick a little bit more than Nick is into her, but I could definitely see something happening. Who knows? Also, this is just a random side note, but Sharon Case, the actress obviously who plays Sharon, is so beautiful. And I was just looking at her this week, and she, like, her skin is perfect, her hair is perfect, and so I got all curious and I went on Wikipedia and I found out that she's 37 years old. It's so weird because I feel like we have really genuinely watched her grow up in front of the camera, and I mean, she just looks so beautiful. She's 37. She's so, like, I was kind of wondering. I mean, I'm like 29, and I thought, oh my gosh, is she my age? I couldn't tell. So I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there. Also, I went on to Michelle Stafford's Wikipedia, and she's 40 years old. I think she just turned 40 this year. Also, like, amazingly smoking, beautiful, and cool women on the show, and it's nice to see them, definitely. Okay, so let's talk about Jack. His relationship might be having trouble, but he has more important things on his mind, such as revenge on Victor. I think it's very interesting that Jack is totally upset with Victor for having assisted Nick in buying out Restless Style. Does this really surprise you, Jack, honestly? I mean, it didn't surprise me one little bit that Victor did this to get back at Jack. I mean, it's not even that bad, really. I can understand Jack being upset about getting out of Restless Style, but I mean, this is just par for the course. This is a series-long, nemesis type situation, and I guess the only thing that I can see is that I'm wondering if Jack was starting to develop a little bit of a soft spot for Victor. He bought those pictures of Sabrina and the crash, which was such a really nice thing for him to do. And if you kind of remember, right after Sabrina died, there was a moment where Victor was standing in Sabrina's office and Jack was at Restless Style. He kind of wanted to say something to Victor, but didn't. And I kind of got the impression that maybe Jack cared a little bit for Victor in those moments. And so now I think he's just feeling betrayed. He went to the ranch to start a fight. Please. I mean, he was gonna fight Victor. I mean, come on. But instead, I was really shocked to see Jack bring the pictures into the mix. I mean, I guess he did it obviously to get a reaction out of Victor, but I'm glad that he was calling it a bluff, because I was very concerned there for a minute that Jack actually was going to go to a competitor and publish those pictures of Sabrina at the crash site. That would have been really, really bad. Instead, I think he's just going to go and post a smear article about Victor. And he's bringing Adam along with him to kind of trash Victor. And, you know, Jack is working, I think Jack is working Adam. I don't know, maybe they're mutually working each other, but Jack has been kind of feeding Adam this line about, oh, you're the forgotten son, so you should want revenge on your father, even though, I don't know, maybe that's not true, because I think Adam was initially the one that even brought up the idea for revenge, but Jack's kind of feeding Adam these lines, and it's like, you know, you're telling Adam that he's Victor's forgotten son. Well, you know what, Jack? What about Chemo? Last I heard, well, we haven't heard from Chemo in like 10 years. What about Chemo? And it's so random, too, because he brought up Lon, and I thought, oh, how hypocritical. I mean, you have a son that you don't talk to also, Jack, so I don't know, we'll see. I guess what concerns me is I don't really understand what Adam is getting from this relationship with Jack, or what he's getting as a result of this scheme with Jack. This is not going to help him get a job. This is not going to help him get his money back. So I'm not really sure. I guess it's just a purely a revenge thing for Adam. And I don't know if it's possible that Jack will be able to help Adam get a job when and if Jack actually is able to get back at Jabot and take over. But I feel bad that Adam didn't get the job at Jabot from Kane. You could tell that he really wanted it, and he was trying so hard. I mean, Adam this week, he's gotten into a fight. He got arrested. It's been a very, very bad week for him, and I feel bad. I mean, talk about a fall from grace. Like 2 weeks ago, the guy was eating a European dinner that was flown in to the ranch with his girlfriend, and skinny dipping in the pool and getting massages, and he was having a great old time. And now, I mean, he is truly, truly outcasted. He has nothing. But he's gone to Mexico with Jack. And I don't know, what is there really to find out in Mexico? And I mean, they're not going to be able to prove that Victor killed Walter. I mean, it pretty much looked like an accident. It's clear that the bartender isn't talking. I mean, I think Victor probably covered his tracks really well. The only thing that would be is if there's something more that we, the viewers, just don't even know about. But I mean, for the most part, I think that the whole what happened in Mexico thing is going to be a dead end. I don't think there's anything to find out about what happened in Mexico. But I could totally be missing something. So feel free to post your comments, text comments, video responses. There's so much going on right now, and I know you guys all have opinions, so I always enjoy reading them, so feel free to write them. Okay, this is going to be the end of part 2 of my vlog because there is a 10-minute time limit, but I've got a little something special that I want to talk about next. So there's going to be a special edition, part 3 of the vlog, if you're not tired of listening to me ramble on yet. So definitely stay with me. You don't want to miss this. There's a chart involved.